Oh, what a feeling. Now it's 7 back-to-back World Series championships for the LA Dodgers. How hundreds of thousands of fans and a few local icons celebrated the historic achievement with the boys in blue. Good evening. I'm Cher Calvin.
And I'm Micah Ullman. The world champion homecoming Dodgers returned to a euphoric victory celebration in downtown LA.
And the party kept right on going at Dodger Stadium. KTLA5's Lauren Lister joins us.
From champions on the field to champions in the streets, double-decker buses carrying the boys in blue celebrated today by thousands. Through clouds of blue confetti, the players cheered on by a sea of Dodger blue. Massive crowds flocking to the streets of downtown LA for the parade honoring the World Series winning Dodgers.
Lifetime Dodger fan. What can I say? Speechless. Look at this. Back to back. Nobody thought we were going to make it, and we took it. We took it, baby. Back to back. Back to back.
From a shirtless Kike Hernandez to World Series MVP Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Shohei Ohtani taking pics and posing for them, and of course, that trophy being hoisted up. Fans turning up for a chance to experience those moments with their favorite players. Fans lining the route down Grand Avenue and even lining the freeway and overpasses as the Dodgers made their way back to Chavez Ravine for a sold-out rally. Clayton Kershaw, who is retiring after 18 years, making his final appearance as a Dodger.
I get to say that I'm a champion for life.
And Japanese superstars who typically speak through translators addressing the crowd in English, with fans erupting in applause.
I love the Dodgers. I love Los Angeles. I'm ready to get another ring next year. Let's go.
That's right, players and fans already talking about a three-peat, and early odds do have the Dodgers favored to win in 2026. That's the latest from the newsroom. I'll send it back to you.
And with more on this historic World Series victory by the Dodgers, we are joined by Steve Hartman. And gosh, the stadium alone, you could feel the electricity. Do you think that, with all of this happening over the course of 7 games, where does this fit in the classic? Well, in the all-time ranking of all-time classics.
Okay, first of all, for years and years, if you're a baseball historian, you always go back to the Red Sox 1975. Had a lot of this kind of drama. That was 50 years ago. Mm-hmm. Let's bring it into the modern age. We have not seen a World Series that literally checks every single box the way this World Series did. You had historic performances. I mean, just look at some of the things we had. Barger had that pinch hit grand slam, first ever in World Series history. Of course, we had the Freddie Freeman walk-off in that 18th inning game. The double play that was unique, the 7-4 double play. That had never happened in a World Series game. It ends Game 6. Yamamoto, first complete game of the postseason in years. Ohtani reaching base 9 times in one game. By the way, that ties an all-time Major League record, not just a World Series record. So, I mean, it was one of those series that just seemed to, every time you thought, okay, what more can we see in this World Series? It just topped himself. And then, of course, the Game 7, unless you're a Blue Jays fan, I'm sorry. I feel bad for the Blue Jays fans, but if you're just a baseball fan, that is arguably the greatest Game 7 that we have ever seen in the history of Major League Baseball.
So the Dodgers, the first team, as you know, to repeat in 25 years. You throw the word dynasty in there. Mm-hmm. How are you feeling about that?
Oh, I think it's legit. I mean, remember, this is 3 World Series championships in 6 years. Don't dismiss 2020. They had to go through an extra round of the playoffs to get that. So they were up against the same odds as everybody else. But 3 championships in 6 years, and I think it's much tougher. I mean, when you think about it, they had to go through a division series, a wild card series this year. So that was 4 series they had to get through to win the World Series. It's amazing to me, guys. 2 years ago, remember, we were still crying about the Dodgers losing back-to-back years in the first round to the Padres and the Diamondbacks. And then 2 years ago, management decides we're going to spend $1 billion in contracts for 2 guys, Shohei Ohtani and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Anybody crying about that $1 billion?
No.
Because I guarantee you, they've already made that money back.
Yes.
Sure, and it feels like a bargain now. And also, even the Dodgers buying it at $2 billion seems like that now it's worth 10 or 15 now.
Yeah, the money's just rolling in. And we're talking about international stars here. Yamamoto was given the richest contract by any pitcher in Major League history without ever pitching a Major League game.
Yeah.
This 7-1 in 2 years in the postseason. He was 4-0 this year with an ERA of 1, and his World Series performance was one for the ages.
Remember, this team started the season a week before most of the other teams, and they did so overseas. So they've been through more, literally.
Yeah. Well, they started the season on foreign soil. They ended the season on foreign soil. Remember, they started off 8-0, but for much of this year, the Dodgers had all kinds of injuries. You know, Blake Snell and Shohei Ohtani as a pitcher was out for a long time. Glasnow was out for a long time. The only guy that was in there really all year long was Yamamoto. And let's also give credit to Clayton Kershaw. Guys, if it wasn't for Clayton Kershaw, who wasn't expected to do anything this year, but because of all the injuries to the starters, he had like 20 stars, finished 11-2 in the regular season, and that was a big part of it. So, you know, for a guy like that who's on the Mount Rushmore in my book, as far as greatest Dodgers of all time, to come back and not just be part of it like he was last year where he was hurt most of the year, but actually a major factor in them winning a championship this year. A perfect ending for one of the great Dodgers, one of the great guys ever to wear a Dodger uniform.
We could talk to you all night about this. It's been such an exciting day. I know you're just starting. I know, but that's it. That's like that.
Okay.
Time is short.
Time is short.
Does anybody get tired talking about the Dodgers? I don't.
No,
I
how could you?
No,
Before we go, just really quickly, three-peat.
Oh, it's definitely a possibility. I mean, health obviously plays a big part in it. And, you know, and again, guys are getting a little bit older, you know, whether it's Freddie Freeman or Mookie Betts or Max Muncy, look, a little age creeping in for the Dodgers, but if they can stay healthy, they're the team to beat.
Very good.
Thank you, Steve
Hartman. Thank you
guys.
so much. They took off work, called out sick, or skipped school to see their heroes take a victory lap through the streets of downtown Los Angeles.
Hundreds of thousands of Dodgers fans cheered on the back-to-back World Series winners, capping a historic season of ups and downs with a high that encapsulated the entire city. The day-long party started with a parade through downtown L.A. as screaming fans, young and old, gathered to get a glimpse of their heroes atop double-decker buses as they made their way to Dodger Stadium for a victory rally.
We have live team coverage of this historic day in L.A., beginning with Mary Beth McDade live at Dodger Stadium. MB.
Hello there, Mike and Chair. You know, it really was just an incredible day to be a Dodger fan, a player, or really anyone who bleeds blue. Things really got started today with a victory parade in downtown LA, and then the fun continued back here at Dodger Stadium, where they celebrated the World Series champs. LA erupted in celebration as double-decker buses carried the World Series champs through the streets of downtown Los Angeles. Blue confetti filled the air, while hundreds of thousands of Dodgers fans cheered for their beloved boys in blue.
Back to back. Nobody thought we were going to make it, and we took it. We took it, baby. Back to back.
All your favorite Dodgers, including a shirtless Kike Hernandez and a picture-posing Shohei Ohtani, along with their families and Dodgers management, celebrated the big back-to-back victory. They all waved to adoring fans as the parade wove its way down Grand Avenue and wrapped around onto Figueroa Street before heading back to Dodger Stadium for a rally.
Feels exciting! Back to back! Woo! We're gonna do a three-peat like the Lakers!
A sea of fans decked out in blue and white could be seen packing streets, sidewalks, staircases, and even overpasses, trying to get an up-close look at the world champs.
Feels amazing. I'm coming from Bakersfield, and I'm from LA. It's Puro Echo Park. Let's go Dodgers!
Some faithful fans even arrived in the overnight hours to make sure they got a good spot along the parade route.
And the people who have been here since really dark 30, some of them here when there were just a handful of people, it was still dark. They've been waiting for hours.
Based on the sounds of the crowd and the excitement and love in the air, Today's victory parade brought pure jubilation to all.
I'm a Los Angeles Dodgers fan, but I came all the way from Brazil. Go Dodgers! There we go!
Oh, yes, he was definitely enthusiastic. Just so many fans were. And, you know, based on what we're hearing from fans today, they now have faith that this team will go on to three-peat next season and then go down in the history books as a dynasty. Mike and Cher, what do you think?
Time will tell, Mary Beth. Thank you. Following that parade, the boys in blue headed inside a sold-out Dodger Stadium for a big rally.
Steve Hartman joins us in studio with more on that celebration. Steve.
Cher and Micah, the Dodgers players and coaches thought the parade a year ago was unbelievable, and they were blown away again today with the turnout and support from their fans as the festivities only got bigger and better. After having all kinds of fun on their parade through the streets of downtown LA, the Dodgers made their way into Dodger Stadium to a loud ovation from the fans that had been there all morning waiting for them to arrive. Ice Cube delivered the trophy to the stage as the team then took turns making speeches.
Buenas tardes. You know what? Losing isn't an option. We did it together. I love the Dodgers. I love Los Angeles. You guys are the greatest fans in the world. I'm ready to get another ring next year. Let's go.
His guy birthday today. Rocky. DJ. Can you give me a song? Báilale Rocky, suéltale Rocky. Rocky, suéltale Rocky. Báilale Rocky. Suéltale Rocky. Báilale Rocky.
Like Mookie said, ever since I got here, we started winning. Nothing better than hoisting up these trophies for you guys. Job in 2026 starts now.
Today, I get to say that I'm a champion for life.
My teammates have been pretty humble, but I think it's time to talk.
Yes! We're a mother effing dynasty, baby!
All right, we're going to have plenty more on the Dodgers celebration coming up in sports. Micah, back to you.
All right, Steve, thank you.